What's going on, fam? Welcome back. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another divine alignment light code message. And as you can see on the screen, it's all about 922 and why you keep seeing it. So this number 922, which reduces down to number 13, which reduces down to 4, keep popping up in your reality and just following you all over the place. I got you covered. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So when these numbers pop up in your reality, obviously you receive your call to the adventure from the universe. So whatever you've been doing, keep doing it, right? It's all about leaving no stone unturned. So you've been being the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effect to happen. It's all about leaving no stone unturned. So basically you going from the known to the unknown, okay? So by any means necessary, the universe is going to line you up with the right people, place, and event to support your growth. So you're going to lose some people that you thought were, meant to be in your life for a long period of time, but they were just there for a moment just to teach you a couple of lessons, right? Some heartfelt lessons. But everything, you can use all those lessons as a tool as you elevate on your hero's journey, okay? So all those things are going to pay off in the long run, so don't throw them away, all right? But it's going to line, the universe is going to line you up with people like myself, sharing their true ups and downs, the things that work, things that don't work, and also the things that help me level up. And that, the people that know me, you've been listening to me for a while, it's all about, if you learn these 7 hermetic principles, the 7 universal law, whether whether you know it or not, you're doing these things each and every day. So why not get better acquainted with these principles, the universal laws, and learn to apply them in your life and find your own sweet spot, okay? So over time, you're going to find, what works, what doesn't work for you. But all these principles, you are doing them each and every day. So why not have a better understanding and overstanding and applying these things, okay? So with that being said, they're going to help you skip some levels, but you're going to bump your head a couple times, or you're going to make some simple mistakes, but all those mistakes going to make you wise, okay? You'll know what worked, what doesn't work best for you, okay? And it's going to help you, tap you into your own higher consciousness, so to speak. So on your hero's journey, what's going to happen? You're going to learn more, build a real great relationship with your own inner voice, your own energy, your intuition. You're going to learn more about these different energy frequencies and vibrations that are around you, okay? And also, you're going to learn more about astrology, anatomy, sacred geometry, and each and every day you're going to grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process, okay? And you're going to, these synchronicity with these numbers, they're going to keep popping up. And so once you start recognizing these different number sequences in your life, right, your spiritual team, the universe within you, going to keep aligning different vibrations, okay, that help lead you to the next step. So most importantly, there's no cookie cutter recipe to these numbers or to life. Everybody, gonna have their own, personal message just meant, just for them. But these numbers gonna pop up, and they gonna, each number carries a certain attribute and characteristic that can help align you subconsciously to what you need to do. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I want to keep it as simple as possible. So these numbers will pop up. These are like subconscious triggers, right, from your spiritual team, your higher self, so to speak. It's going to help lead you to the next step on your hero's journey. Okay, so don't ignore the messages. When you know better, you're going to do better. All right. So with that being said, it's all about 922. Which reduced down to 13 and 4. So on your hero's journey, you are a divine light being, having your experience as you. We all have our own special purpose, mission, life path that we have to fulfill. All right, it's up to you. You got to do it. Nobody else gonna do it for you. But there will be people like myself sharing, sharing some tools that help me, get to the next step. And then you can take these tools and apply, figure out how can you apply these tools in your life so you can get some results too. Okay, that's what it's all about. Sharing is caring. All right, so on your hero's journey, I highly recommend that you take in consideration using your personal day calculation. So you're going to take the month and date of your birth. You're going to add it to the current date. And this will help set the theme for your day. And this will give you some structure. And then also, by you using this date, you are setting your intentions with the universe, okay? So by you doing this, it's just giving you some structures, setting your intentions, and also getting you going through the manifestation process too. So for the sake of this presentation, this personal day calculation added up to the number 13. And remember that number 13 is a number of the finished product. So whatever, you've been working on, it's time to present that thing, which leads to that number 4, because you got some foundation set, in your life. Okay. So with that being said, for this person, the thing would be a number 4, like I just said, but the key attributes would be the number 1 and the number 3 would lead to the 4. So this would be a great day for for this individual for manifestation, because your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, action equal your reality and your results, which lead to the 3. With the number 3 equals new growth, self-expression, creativity, and some outcomes, which lead to that number 4, having some goals, some plans, some organization in your life that's going to get you going to the next step. And then, of course, you can look ahead. That next day is going to be a strategy day. You got to figure out, what works, what doesn't work, and then you can go to the next step. Okay. So when it comes to that 922 vibration on the surface level, that number 9 is all about what? Completion. Okay. Ending conclusions. All right. And also that's a number, leading by example, being a humanitarian idealist, completion, universal love. And then dealing with that number 2 is a high amplitude of that union, partnership, relationship, teamwork, make the dream work, right? Having that balance and really tying things together and listen to your own inner voice, your own inner G. Okay. And it's time to cut out the middleman so you can use your own Christ consciousness, so to speak. All right. So, and also with that 22, that's a high reminder that it's time for you to be the power behind the throne. You're going through an ending and conclusion, which building some solid foundation with that master builder number 22, which is going to make you the power behind the throne. And with that 22, okay, is dealing with peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy, energetic boundaries. What people are meant in your life and what people you need to cut off, right? And then also divinely guided relationship. And then when you get these double vibration, remember you're going to reduce these things down too, so you can tie things together with another vibration. And again, it's that number 4 keep popping up, right? So this message in particular, be sure to make sure you have some proper plans, some goals, and some foundation set for yourself, so you can have a systematic approach to get to the next step, which will lead to constructive freedom, change, versatility, exploration, travel, and being very adaptable. And then that's number 5. It's a fun number because you've been putting in that work, right? So it's time to have a little fun, live a little, right? So let's get ready to close things out. So you're going to get material items after you go through your own personal transformation atonement process. You're going to get a lot of friends, people that meant for your life, people that not meant for your life. But what does that all mean when you don't really know who you are and why you're here on the planet this time? That's why knowledge of self is more important and longer lasting. So again, if you don't learn anything else, please learn those 7 hermetic principles. It's going to take you far. All right. It'll take the guesswork out of everything because you're being the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effect to happen. So with anything you deal with as you navigate in your own matrix reality, there's a good side, not so good side to everything, but there's always that neutral ground, and that neutral ground calls for you to always work on yourself. You can always be better than you were yesterday. All right. So, and the same thing with your divine masculine and feminine principle. Okay. A lot of people been preconditioned and programmed to rely on just being on, one side of the scale. It's time. I'm here to remind you to balance yourself on out, right? So you can be that single divine force that you came here to be. All right. So these are my personal takeaway when it comes to 922, reduced down to 13 and 4, and get you out of here. So that number 9, again, deals with ending, conclusion, relates to universal spiritual law, higher perspective, expansion viewpoint, and also nonconformity, karma, leading life as a positive example for others, that being that humanitarian light work, so to speak. And then that number 2 is associated with what? Balance, harmony, partnership, relationship. You are a peace bringer, right? You that mediator. And it's all about service, diplomacy, love, charm, mediation, right? And cooperation, faith, trust in your life and your life purpose and soul mission. And also it's that number of encouragement. Okay. So when this number pops up, again, with that number 13, that means you've been, reducing this thing down. That means you really been working on some things, okay? And you have a finished product it's time to present. So don't just keep holding on to that thing. Whatever you've been working on, go ahead and present it, okay? And that way you can refine and repeat the process and see what works and see what doesn't work. So you can strategize with that number 5, okay? I hope that makes sense, okay? So these are my takeaways with this number, get you out of here. So when this number pops up, it's a constant reminder that, saying that you are being supported and guided, as now is an important time of manifestation, okay? Because we're talking about that number 1, manifestation. So keep your thoughts and, on your highest spiritual goals. So how can you help elevate the overall frequency, of the planet? How can you play your part? All right. And focus on your aspiration in order to manifest all that you require along your path. So as long as you focus on your highest, spiritual goals and aspiration, the universe is going to line you up with the right people, places, and event to support your growth. Remember that. All right. Also, when this number pops up, it's a message to maintain faith and trust in yourself and the universal energy as a whole, you know, as you fulfill your life mission and soul purpose in life. Okay. All right. Everything's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. Okay. So just remember, each and every day you're taking baby steps, laying at one brick at a time, and over time it's going to compound in your life. You're going to see some results. Okay. So, and also this is a true sign, you know, that your true strength lies within you, and you can call upon it at any given time. You are great at what you do for a reason. So be clear about what you really want in your life and have the necessary determination and confidence within yourself. Then what you're going to do, you're going to work really hard, right? You're going to put in that work towards your goal. All right. Small little steps each and every day. Research around it, test things out, right? All right. And then refine and repeat the process. Then also, this number going to show up, letting you know that success is going to follow you when you have self-belief. And it also happens when your personal vibration resonate with the energy and vibration of your desired outcomes. Okay, so you have the power to choose whether you want to use your skills and abilities and talents, or if you want to let them go to waste. So what does this mean in layman's terms? So when you working on something that you really want to manifest, okay, when you study around an area, or you thinking about, you know, some things that you can implement differently, they're gonna put you on that vibration. Okay, so the key is you want to study around the area or research around the area, test things out, and as you know, your attention, that's the main thing. So what are you thinking about? So the more you think about a thing, the universe gonna, you know, amplify that vibration and putting your thought process on a certain frequency. Okay, so as we close things out, you know, when this number pops up, it's like, you know, always choose to use your gifts and talents to the highest good. Okay, because you have them for a purpose. So be true to yourself and allow yourself to really show your true colors and shine your light. Okay. All right. So you have, you know, recently misplaced or lost something in your life. The universe, you know, by universal law, cause and effect. Okay. When the universe takes something away, or you lose something of equal or greater value has to replace it. All right. It's the universal law. Okay. So the universe is manifesting something better to replace it. Okay. So just remember, this is one of my biggest takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here. When this number pops up, it's just a reminder, you know, endings and conclusions are normal. Okay. The biggest part when, you know, as you go through all of these different situations, not just with this number, it's all about learning the lesson so you don't live on repeat. Okay. And then once you learn the lesson, you know, you'll start getting different messages or different experiences. Okay. So it's all about you being very accountable and being aware of these different situations that pop up in your life. Okay. And that way you'll realize, like, oh man, I've been living on repeat for quite some time. So now let me really be a good steward or a good student in my own life. And that way, once I learn the lesson, I can teach others how not to make the same mistakes like you did or like I did, right? And that's what it's all about. So this has been my own personal takeaway when it comes to 922, which reduced down to number 13, which reduced down to the number 4, which means like, hey, if you know, it's time to set some goals for your life. And also with that number 13, you have a finished product that you really been working on. Because remember, the number 12 means things are complete. The number 13 is time to present your product. So whatever your gift and talent may be, start sharing your gifts and talents with people. Okay, you'll be amazed. The universe is gonna line you up with the right people and places and event to get you going to the next step. But your input is gonna equal your output. Okay, or your results. All right, so be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. This is Chris with Food for Your Thought. This has been my own personal takeaways when it comes to 922 vibration, why you keep seeing it. And we'll be back with 933. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.